This is big breaking news. We're reporting from Mumbai, where a fire has been reported at the Chitrakut ground in Andheri. Now, three fire brigades and two water tankers have been rushed to the spot. They are currently at the location. More details on this incident are awaited. Abhishek joins us on the phone line for more on this. Abhishek, what more details can you share with us with respect to this fire?
The basic detail that we're coming from the fire brigade is at the moment it's a huge ground in the suburbs of Mumbai, Andheri area, Chitrakut ground. And basically half of the ground has a sports center where football and various other sports are being practiced. One thing is that, and at the moment, 3 fire brigades are there on the spot along with 2 water tankers, and more details are awaited. And firefighting is still going on. The visuals on the screens are, it's a massive fire, and considering the length and breadth of the ground, it's a huge ground. Half of it has a sports center and half of it is being given for marriages and wedding functions and several other celebrations. So as per the casualties, injuries that are what has happened, what is the cause of fire, that is something we will have to wait and monitor it. But at the moment, 3 fire tenders are at the spot, 2 water tankers are at the spot, and it can be, looking at the massive fire, it will be increased by the fire brigade at the given point of time. And this is the basic details that we have. We will keep you updated as soon as more details are available as far as any casualties and injuries or the cause of the fire. But for now, it's a huge fire, and the entire ground, as we can see, is the fire has caught at different places. And the fire brigade has been rushed to the spot, and firefighting is going on. Back to you.
Absolutely, Abhishek. In fact, we can see it in the visuals, the huge fire, that has erupted. It looks like the entire ground has been engulfed in fire. For those, all our viewers who are joining us from outside Mumbai, if you could just give us a sense of the location where this fire has erupted and, the kind of visuals that we're looking at. If you could just give them a sense of the area.
Definitely, Andheri is the heart of Mumbai's suburb. And this ground is right adjacent to the link road, which is, which has very, very huge traffic, and it's evening right now. And adjacent to it is a Veera Desai lane. It's also an industrial area. And as I told you, this ground is for the multi-purpose ground, where wedding celebrations, social functions are held. At the same time, half of the ground towards the left side, towards the Veera Desai side, is being booked, and where football and many other ground activities, sports center is there. So definitely there is a fear that might be, there are several might be trapped, or maybe injuries have happened. And at the same time, as the fire control, 3 fire brigades are there present, and 2 water tankers are there, and it will be increased. Looking at the massive visuals that are there on the screen, and the smoke, this is, and I'm also traveling, going over there. I was on the Western Express Highway. We can see the smokes in the air in the Western Express Highway. So imagine the massive fire over there. And definitely firefighting is still going on. And that is something the heart of Mumbai, Andheri is. And as I told you, one side is a link road and another side is an industrial area. Definitely there are, people around and businesses around that ground situated. And it's definitely an important part of Mumbai. So are there any casualties, and if at all, how many, and what was the cause of fire is something we will have to wait and watch out and monitor the entire situation. Currently, the firefighting operations are going on by the fire brigade, and they are rushing it with more tankers and more fire brigades looking at the situation on ground. Back to you.
Abhishek, just one last question before I let you go. Like you said, this is a huge ground and it's used for multiple purposes. Do we have any information on whether or not, was there some event planned over there, some social event or some sports related event? Was there any sort of information that's coming in, if there were any plans already?
And see, as of now, as I told you, half of the part is where the sports activity is being practiced by the local people or people coming from the nearby area to play football or other kind of outdoor games. But as far as a scheduled event that we will have to check out for, definitely it has a huge amount of wood, bamboos and all that, because for any of the events, the tents and shamianas need to be placed up. So that can be one of the reasons for flaring up of this entire fire across the ground, and also the half of the ground where the sport activities are going on. There are also people will be over there. So definitely, as of now, we don't know whether there was any planned event over there or not. We will have to wait and get the details. But definitely, being a big ground where the events are being taking place, so there are logistics of wood logistics over there that had been created add-on to the fire existing over the ground. That's the reason it erupted as a massive fire. And we are on the way. We'll definitely give you live visuals from the spot as we reach. And firefighting still continues. More fire tenders along with water tankers have been rushed to the spot and hope that there couldn't be any casualties and injuries on the spot. Firefighting is still going on. Back to you.
Absolutely. Abhishek, thank you so much for getting us all those details. So this is what we're getting from the city of Mumbai. Those are the visuals of a massive fire that has been reported at the Chitrakut ground in Andheri. Now remember, this is a huge ground that can accommodate thousands of people in the heart of the city of Mumbai. And this is used for multiple purposes. We have children and adults playing sports there. It's used for social functions, sometimes even religious functions. And it's situated in a very extremely crowded area of Andheri. And those are the visuals that are coming out from this incident where, like my colleague was reporting, that the fire is so big that the smoke can be witnessed even on the Western Express highway, which is quite a distance from Andheri West, where this ground is located.